Now let's talk about the Suit of Cups. The Suit of Cups rules over all which is associated with emotions, with intuition, creativity, and with the unconscious. They usually deal with relationships. These can be either romantic relationships or non-romantic relationships, but nevertheless uh, an interaction between people that implies emotion. They also talk about the inner world, about the psyche of a person, and about one's imagination. The cups are associated with the element of water. So now let's talk about the meanings of these cards. Let's begin with the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups stands for intuition, for the appearance of new feelings, and for spirituality. If this card is reversed, it stands for emptiness, a lack of creativity, and a lack of emotions. The Two of Cups. If it is upright, this card stands for connection, partnership, and unity. If it is reversed, it stands for imbalance, for tension, and broken communication. The Three of Cups. If it is upright, this card talks about happiness, about friendship, about community with other people. Whereas if it is reversed, it describes gossip, isolation, or overindulgence. The Four of Cups. The Four of Cups stands for boredom, for contemplation and not for action, and for being disconnected from your own emotions. If the card is reversed, it means getting awareness, suddenly getting awareness, and for happiness. The Five of Cups. If it is upright, it means grief, self-pity, and loss. If it is reversed, it means that the person accepts a situation and decides to move on, and this person will find inner peace by doing so. Let's continue with the Six of Cups. This card stands for healing, for remembering happy events from your life, and for familiar things. If it is reversed, it stands for freedom, for independence, for moving forward, and for leaving your home. Let's continue with the Seven of Cups. This card stands for daydreaming and for searching a purpose. If the card is reversed, then it means the person has a lack of purpose in his life, and it stands for confusion and diversion, for disorientation. The Eight of Cups. This card describes a person who leaves people or events behind, for walking away from a situation, and for disillusionment. The reversed Eight of Cups stands for fear of loss and of change, and for avoidance of certain events or people. The Nine of Cups. This card describes luxury, stability, and satisfaction. If it is reversed, it stands for dissatisfaction, emotional instability, and the lack of inner happiness. And the Ten of Cups, this card, if it is upright, it shows that your dreams will come true. You will have inner happiness and fulfillment, the fulfillment of your wishes. Whereas if it is reversed, it means, on the contrary, lack of happiness, shattered dreams, disharmony in your home, or a broken family. The Page of Cups stands for a sensitive person. It can also describe a happy surprise or a person who is a dreamer. If it is reversed, it stands for disappointment, insecurity, and emotional immaturity. The Knight of Cups describes a person who is idealistic, romantic, and who follows their emotions, not their intellect. If it is reversed, it describes disappointment or a moody person. The Queen of Cups, if it is upright, describes calm, a comfortable situation, and a compassionate person. Whereas if it is reversed, it denotes lack of security, dependence, and martyrdom. And the last card is the King of Cups, which stands for control, balance, and compassion. If it is reversed, it stands for bad advice. It describes a moody person or a cold person. So these cards were the cups, and I have described you the meanings of the cups. So let's put them on away, and then we shall continue with the rest of the cards in the deck.